Hello and welcome to another edition of UFO Video Addicts. Let me give you a preview of what I got coming up in this video. The first is another video of that Metapd thing that I posted in the last video, but this one is a little more at ground level. Let's see, this is a video I found on Twitter of what looks to be a TR-3B. And I'm not too sure, but I believe this was taken in the Alps. And let's see. Now, this video was just recently uploaded, and it's listed as Spanish Air Force pilot capture 11 UFOs. But I really think this is footage from the Mexican Air Force that was taken several years ago. You know, I read down here, and again, it says that it was just recently, or it just recently happened. But I don't believe what it says down here. Anyways, I will look at that. Also, this footage of this alien skull, what did they call it? The Sealand skull. And apparently this thing is like 800 years old, or yeah, it's 800 years old. And there was like a society built around it of some pretty prominent writers like William Shakespeare, who were part of a society that knew about this and kept it a secret. Let's see, this is some footage of some people in England who get together on a regular basis to watch UFOs. You know, I've said this before, that there are obviously flight corridors. If people can get together and, you know, they know that UFOs are going to appear on a regular basis, that to me, that's got to be like a flight corridor that's being used by our underwater neighbors. And in this footage, the BBC was actually there, and they caught a footage of something. Let's see. Now, this video here is kind of hard to see, but it's supposed to be a Bigfoot looking through this this window. Also found this on Reddit of some images that were sent to this guy here. It says, friend is a curator in a museum and sent these to me. X-ray of a Peruvian funerary casket. And yeah, inside you can see what looks to be like one of those little Atacama humanoids. But this is, what it looked like. And that's what's inside there with the elongated head. But, like 6 inches probably. I think that's how long this is. Not too sure. Anyways, take a look at that. Also, this footage here, I found this, right off the bat, I'm going to say that it's fake, but I've been wrong before, so I don't know. It's making the rounds. I'll put it out there, I'll leave a link. You guys can make up your own decisions, but it's supposed to be some mermaid that washed up on a beach. Take a look at that. And then last is this photo here. It says, what is NASA hiding on Mars? What they don't want us to know. Now, yeah, you can see this is supposed to be some image from the Curiosity rover, but the guy doesn't leave any link to like what photo it is, so we could check it out ourselves. I wish there was a way to actually find it, but yeah, I mean, if this is an actual photo from, from NASA's archives, that's a real bad Photoshop job they're doing there to try and cover something up. But anyways, let's check out this footage here. Now, this Metapd thing has been making the rounds, and also this little thing has been cited many times, like in Mexico, and I think they call it like La Bruja. I think like it's the witch or something like that. But anyways, now this is a Reddit, video. A lot of times these things disappear, so I'm going to go ahead and just play this whole thing. Now, let me just stop that right there. Does this look like some kind of creature with some kind of device strapped onto it, or like he's sitting in some kind of seated position, and there's this contraption, whatever's helping him to float, is attached to him. Anyways, link will be in the description. Check that out. Let's see. Yeah, now this is apparently China. Apparently, however legit, I'm watching a family vacation in the Alps. I don't know. Let me go full screen on this. Yeah, this kind of looks like that footage that was taken of the supposed the TR-3B in Paris, France. But in that one, there's only one light here as opposed to three. I wonder if this is using some type of a gravity cancellation system similar to the TR-3B. Maybe this is a different version of it. One of our military. Anyways, link will be in the description. Now, this one here, like I said, I'm pretty positive this is a clip from the Mexican Air Force, who were surrounded by, these 11 UFOs that could only be seen in the infrared. But like I said, here it was just recently uploaded, and it says Spanish Air Force. It does say that it was taken for the Mexican Defense Department, and yeah, it says here the lights were filmed on March 5th by pilots using infrared equipment, and even it says this video was first aired on national television Monday night, and again at a news conference Tuesday by Jaime Maussan, a Spanish investigator who has dedicated the past 10 years to studying UFOs. I don't know why they say Spanish. He's actually a Mexican commentator. Has a show in Mexico. But anyways, let's check out this video here, or a little bit of it at least.
Lo raro es que trae una punta adelante, un puntito adelante. A ver, ¿qué tenemos? Nada, señor. A ver, permítame, déjale busco. ¿Y nosotros? Comandante, ¿qué es eso? ¿Qué distancia más o menos lo tenías, Telles? Oye, a ver, abusado, eso es como... Ahí van más, siguen más atrás. Son 10, 11 objetos. ¿A poco? Son muchos objetos. Afirmativo. Ahí van. Va, uno. Y ahí van los atrás. Siguientes. ¿Qué es eso? Dios mío. ¿Qué andas correteando? ¿Qué es eso? A ver, trata de enfocar. Máximo. Okay, let
me just stop that right there. Yeah, this is 5 minutes of this whole thing. Well, actually, there's some other stuff going on in here, but yeah, I'm pretty sure even the discussion sounds the same as the Mexican Air Force video that came out a while back. But you can see that these crafts, again, they're in the infrared, can't be seen with the naked eye. They're flying in formation, very similar to our military. So why wouldn't another species that shares the planet with us, they must also have some type of organization, that are able to get into these type of crafts and, do whatever, perform whatever functions they need to perform in the same way our military does. But actually maybe not, because our military is supposedly for defense. Who knows what these are being used for, but it's, at this point, it's so obvious we are not alone on the planet. I don't understand why there's other, UFO YouTubers aren't acknowledging that. But anyways, link will be in the description. Let's see. Now, this one here, it's called the Sealand skull. It was, they talk about in the beginning how it was found in some region in, where was it at here? In Denmark or Copenhagen, Sealand Island. And they carbon dated it to 800 years ago. But let me just play a little bit of this here.
The workers who found the skull found it buried above the 100-year-old pipes, meaning that it must have been buried on purpose sometime after that. And there's even a good possibility that they know who might have hidden it there. The island they found the skull on actually has some lore behind it. It is the legendary home of the secretive Order of Pegasus Light, an alleged secret society of poets sworn to protect a group of unbreakable alien artifacts, and an alien skull, allegedly left behind by extraterrestrial visitors from the constellation Pegasus.
Let me just stop that right there. Yeah, that whole idea about it being from the constellation Pegasus, I'm sure that's what they just thought. But the guy mentions how, the eyes are very, very large, which may indicate that they must come from, a dark environment. Or, I say, what if they came from, caverns here on Earth? What if, this is just another species that shares the planet with us, and, they live in the interior of our planet? And, from my understanding, that's supposedly normal. The whole idea of planets having the toroidal shape, and the interior of the planets being inhabited is supposed to be, or make much more sense than living, on the surface of the planet and subjected to all the cataclysms and the weather, that could affect us, as opposed to living in a controlled environment that you build. Anyways, a link to this will be in the description. Let's see. Yeah, this is another one of these long videos, but it's the BBC going to some area to look at these UFOs that show up on a regular basis. Let me just play a little bit of this.
On the map as a flying saucer center is getting ready too. He's a local journalist and author of 4 books on flying saucers, Arthur Shuttlewood. What sparked your interest in the first place?
Well, simply the fact that I'm a news reporter in this area, and of course I have to report every item of news that comes in. And this was such extraordinary news, if true, of course, and so such reputable people were coming forward, such as the head postmaster of the town, a vicar, his wife, his 3 children, hospital physiotherapist, hospital matron, an army major who alleged that his car was virtually stopped dead at 40 miles an hour. These sorts of people have to be trusted, for their integrity, viewed from a reporting viewpoint. So I reported the stories.
And what actually converted you into believing that these really were things from outer space?
Well, simply the only thing that can convert one into a belief into these, quote, objects, unquote, and that's a visual experience oneself.
Okay, let me stop that right there. Again, why do they automatically jump to outer space as opposed to a entity that shares the planet with us and are just a little more advanced than us? But anyways, they go into where they actually see something. This is the BBC is there, and you can see all these people are watching this thing. But later on, they interview these people, and let me just play a little bit of that.
A ball of fire, a blinding light, and then they just disappeared off slowly, flashing on and off again until they went out of sight completely. Now, I have no idea what that could have been. What do you reckon it was that we saw just then?
I should think it was an actual surrounding of Wanster, the UFO, which is mainly seen over Wanster and surroundings. And that's what I would definitely put it down as.
Can I ask somebody else, what exactly did you see?
Well, I was flashing my torch on the hill over there. We were just up the road, and suddenly this thing arose from behind the hill, it seemed, and seemed to go along, these very bright lights. We came down here and started flashing, and it flashed back once, I think 2 times.
Yeah, there was a very bright flash,
Yes,
wasn't there? Almost like a firework going off in the sky, wasn't there? Let me ask somebody else. What did you see, sir?
2 ascending lights, one beneath the other, going higher and higher. And then there was, as you say, like a photo flash, almost coming from one of them. And to me, that's nothing else. It is positively a UFO, or two UFOs to be quite frank, two flying saucers, if you want to use that word.
Was it a good one from your point of view?
Yes, it was. I've been coming up here 3 years, and that's one of the best I've seen. And I haven't had a lot of positive sightings myself, but that, to me, is a positive sighting. I've seen satellites, thousands of them, pass over here. That was no second.
Rex Dutter, we've had something for our money this evening. What do you reckon it was?
Typical sighting. You notice there were two, and they were alternating. Sometimes one was brighter, sometimes the other. Intelligent operation, appealing mind to intelligent people. Then the intense brightness which came, and the alternation was random, yet significant. Now, that intense brightness, was it an answer to that signal? Possibly. Was it a time when they materialize intensely? Possibly. Because they appear and disappear, not go away. These are all seen so many times in so many places. And please, this is one occasion the BBC itself, by its own cameras, with its own crew, has seen two. Congratulations.
Our film camera was unable to record whatever it was we saw, but 2 still photographs were taken on a time exposure by a BBC man on a neighbouring hill. Are they flying saucers? Well, there were 100 people in Warminster this weekend who are convinced that they were.
It's amazing how people can disbelieve something that is real, you know, that they just experienced, but because I guess they've been conditioned to feel and act a particular way about it, they have to maintain, you know, I guess what they think is objectivity about the whole issue. But anyways, link to this will be in the description. Let's see, this video here, again, it's hard to see, but it's supposedly here on the right side of this window, a Bigfoot looking into the window. Let me just back up a little. Right, I'm sure you can see these eyes and kind of make out, you know, a shape here, but, you know, who knows if a pareidolia is kicking in. Yeah, look at those eyes. Anyways, the backstory is, you know, this guy kept saying that he had fruit. All the fruit on his fruit trees kept going missing. So he set up this camera to try and find out what was going on, and that's what he captured. Anyways, link will be in the description. Let's see, let's check out these images here. It says, a friend is a curator in a museum and sent these to me, x-rays of a Peruvian funerary casket. Does it look like an animal skeleton or some type of humanoid? Now, let's see if I can make this bigger. Nope. Yeah, that's as far as we can get this. Yeah, look at the side view of this thing, you know, you can see that elongated head. And, you know, they're not giving you any dimensions, but, you know, this is probably similar to the Atacama man. And that's what it actually looks like. Anyways, a link to this will be in the description. Let's see, let's go to this one here. Yeah, now this video here, I think this is straight up fake, but you know, you can take a look at it. And I'll tell you why I think it's fake, because the link that I saw on my Facebook page that actually, you know, got me to go to this, in one of the still shots of her hand, they show her she has 6 fingers, but in this video she, you know, has regular number of fingers. And also whatever this fin here is in the photograph, like I said, in the photograph that got me to click on it to go to this, they made it look like a penis. And another thing is the way those guys are touching it, they're touching it like someone told them to touch it, as opposed to, you know, being actually curious about this thing. Yeah, you know, link will be in the description. You know, I've been wrong before. Who knows? It could be real. I don't know. Link will be in the description. You can check it out, make up your own minds. But anyways, let's go to this last image here. This is a Mars blurred object by NASA discovered on Curiosity rover images. I'm surprised this guy didn't provide a link to the actual image, but check that out. I mean, if this, again, if this is real, you know, who knows? Someone could have photoshopped this, since they didn't, you know, provide a link to the actual image at, you know, on NASA's website. I think that would have been cool if they did that, but this is all we get. So now, yeah, again, if this is real, this definitely looks like some kind of engineered craft or structure sitting on the surface of Mars. But anyways, that is going to be it for this video. If you like things like this, please give this video a thumbs up. Please share this video. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'll have more things like this. Take care.